radio show, Mrs. Deborah Tillman, as known as the Supernanny. What's going on,
What's
Deborah?
up?
How are you?
Hey, Deborah.
Yeah.
So, Deborah, let me just ask you this question. I know you're a
Sure.
Supernanny. Do you know who Erica Mena is?
Erica Mena?
Uh-huh.
No.
Oh,
That's all
She
right.
blew that out the water.
that's all right, Deborah. You gotta watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That's all.
Oh, see, now you know I don't watch reality TV.
You a PhD, ain't you?
No, I am not.
A MA or something, right?
I'm an MA. I'm an MA.
You right there. I know you right.
Masters in
That's
special
right.
education.
Right.
Right.
I
Get
thought
it
MA
right,
meant.
Myron.
I
Don't get
thought MA
cussed
meant. I thought MA was mine.
He is so stupid.
No, I'm just kidding. How you doing? How you doing there?
I am fine. I'm fantastic. How are you? Thanks for having me.
I know. We're glad to have you. How you
Yes,
doing
indeed.
today?
Thanks so much.
Yeah, what you up to these days?
Oh, my goodness. Well, I have preschools in Virginia, so I've been working in my preschools, trying to make sure that our kids graduate the way they need to graduate and make sure their parents are doing the right thing at home, and then working on my book. I really want to get this book out this year.
Oh,
I want to give a shout out to her manager, Mrs. Rugolo.
Thank you.
Hey, Mrs. Rugolo.
Tina.
How
Yes.
you doing, Mrs.
Tina
Rugolo?
Tina.
Rugolo.
Yes, Rugolo, Gina.
Rugolo.
Oh,
Gina
Gina.
Rugolo.
Oh, is she Italian?
I wouldn't know. She
No,
could
it sounds like an Italian.
it don't
name.
have to be. It could be Polish
No,
too.
it don't have to be. That's why
Or
I
it could
asked.
be Jewish. You never know what it is.
Oh, boy.
I never heard of a Jewish.
We love
Rugolo.
everybody on the Midnight Hour
We
radio
just had
show.
fettuccine.
I know that's right. Love is
17 million listeners. We got to love everybody.
I'm a genie in the bottle. No, how you like that?
Oh, God.
Well, yeah, but you're not.
I'm not going to comment
You don't
on that.
ride carpets. Stuff like that. Yeah, he make me sick.
They should give me my own reality show, Deborah. No, but for real though, for those of you who don't know, you're talking to Deborah Tillman, as known as the Supernanny, who used to have a show. Was it on TBS or
No, Lifetime.
Lifetime?
Lifetime.
Oh yeah, that's major. That's
America's
major. Yeah.
Supernanny was her show on Lifetime.
I heard of it, but I never got a chance to see it.
Really? It still comes on the Bio channel, so you can catch it on, it's online as well. So.
You wouldn't know,
okay.
Deborah, by the way you're looking at your pictures.
Oh, boy.
What you mean? Now?
What's he doing?
What you mean?
Looking at her he looking at every picture of you on the internet.
Oh, goodness.
Well, I'm just internet surfing. You just happen to come up. That's all. You know what I mean? Don't pay my
Happen to
no
be in
mind.
the search.
Yeah, you know.
Talking about you look like Michelle Obama.
Oh, my gosh. I
No,
hear
I
that
didn't
so
say
much.
you. No, I didn't say she looked like her. I said she favors her in a manner of her demeanor, the way she
Okay.
stands and the way you fold your arms and things. You can
Right.
you can
The
actually,
hairstyle.
Right.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
you
And
can
the height.
actually play Michelle Obama because you have the whole entire demeanor.
All right, well, let's just send that out into the universe. We love our first lady.
You know who
that's
you
right.
kind of favorite to me? Who you favor in the face to me is what's her name? Regina King.
You think so?
I think so. Looking at this one particular picture, I think you kind of
Okay,
favor
that's
her a
a
little
first.
bit.
That's a first.
But you got a Kelly Rowland thing jumping off too now.
Oh, my Lord. Okay, well, you know what? I think we all are connected in some sort of way.
Yeah,
that's true.
You know, she got the.
Goodness.
Now you know what's crazy about your bio that I'm reading on
Uh-huh.
Wikipedia, even though they say that's not a source. I
It's not
like
a
it.
reliable source.
Not Wikipedia is not a reliable source. They say,
Okay.
according to Google. But to me, they just say your country of origin is the United States. So what part of the country did you grow up in that made you want to become a super nanny?
Well, I grew up in East Orange, New Jersey.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
Jersey girl. Yeah,
I know
with
that's
you with
right.
Tifa. Yeah,
You in the heart. You in the heart.
Jersey girl.
No,
yes.
that's right. Yo, shout out to New Jersey. Orange.
Yes.
Wait,
yes.
Not that far from the Big Apple.
That's right. That's right. So a lot of my family is from there too. A lot of my family from New York.
Is that right?
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, Big
yeah.
Mo from New Jersey and Rocky Thunder from Philadelphia.
No,
Okay.
no. Let's get this right, bro.
We're gonna
Big
straighten
Mo
it
the
out.
Boss, a.k.a. Deborah Mosley, is originated in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
That's
He
right.
grew up to be a man in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He spent the
We
last
don't want
13
a bio of you, Big
He
Mo.
spent the last 13 years of his life In New Jersey, South Jersey, that is. Sorry,
South Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
can we
Oh,
get
wait a
back
minute,
to
don't-
Miss Deborah now?
Yeah.
We done interviewing you,
Yes,
Big
ma'am.
Mo?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Right.
We are.
So, Deborah, what was it like? Now, I know it's some rich parts of East Orange, but what was it like growing up in East Orange, New Jersey? Deborah L. Tillman on the Midnight Hour radio show.
Oh, I had a wonderful childhood. You know, I mean, it was back in the day. I'm not going to say how old I am, but really, you know, I remember growing up with, like, family members that weren't my family. The neighbors were your family. I mean, we really were the village back then. And I think that's what I miss so much now is that these houses I go into and these families I deal with, people just want hands off. Like, don't mess with my kid. This is my kid. You can't talk to them. You can't deal with them. And I think that's what we lost in the African-American community in particular, is that we really need to go back to helping each other's kids. Because really, if your kid is better, that's going to make the world better.
Right.
And somehow we've just lost that. But, yeah, I grew up in East Orange, New Jersey, went to Clifford J. Scott High School, very active in my high school, most likely to succeed, believe it or not.
Deborah, we got that in common.
Were you? You were as well, huh? Okay. But yeah, just had a lovely childhood, really, and just had really good teachers who cared about me, who really cared about, you know, my life, you know, outside of school. And so they would ask the hard questions, you know. I think my father left us when we were about 12 years old. When I was 12 years old, I have two sisters. And I remember my fifth grade teacher taking me aside saying, you know what? It's going to be okay. You know, God's going to bring you somebody else in your life that is going to be like a father. It's going to be like a mentor, you know, to help you and get you through. And so that's why I guess I have a passion for kids in that you don't have to come from the mom and the dad and the, you know, 2.5 kids and the dog, the perfect family per se. You just have to have people who care and people who reach out and people who can inspire you to be the best that you can be.
Right. That's
like
very
that.
inspirational
Absolutely,
right
it
there.
sure is, because we all agree on that.
And let me ask you this question. Tell us about this book you writing, Deborah.
Oh, my goodness. It's called The Truth in Parenting. You know, it reminds me of that movie, you know, I think it was A Few Good Men, where they say, you know, tell the truth, can you handle the truth? It really is like that kind of book. No nonsense. Can you handle the truth? It's not about raising kids, you know, just for a moment. It's about raising them for a lifetime. And it's not about making babies. It's about, you know, creating this child that you have in your womb and knowing that it starts, you know, even before they're born.
So
and
what?
Your job doesn't stop when when they get 2 years old, when they get 3 years old.
That's
like,
right.
This is your life.
Yeah,
This is your life. Once you have a baby, it's your responsibility as a parent to raise it. Not the television, not technology, not the music industry, not role models, because I don't think children should have to go outside of their house to find a role model. The role model should be inside the house.
That's right.
I completely agree with you.
Right.
Too.
Unfortunately, we know, especially in most communities and most families, not just African American, what's raising them is TV and video games.
That's right.
That's true.
You know.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I mean, so you got a lot of square-head kids because they follow their role model.
I got to tell you something interesting, Deborah, is that Martin Luther King's primary thing that he was trying to do before he died was to revitalize the family in America.
Yes.
And he had a meeting 2 hours before he died. And the meeting was all about how he was going to help rebuild the families in America. Because for some reason, he saw the breakdown of the American family unit even before he died. And actually, he stepped out onto the balcony and got assassinated.
Absolutely unbelievable.
And that was his last message.
But so true and so pertinent that you would even bring that up. Yes. I mean, the greatest leader, one of the greatest leaders in America, right? You know, fought for civil rights, fought for so much for our country. And it's like, why aren't we stepping up to the plate? We are losing a whole generation of children. Literally a whole generation. And this isn't about African American. This is about, like, across the board. I go into white houses, Hispanic houses, Indian, like everybody, every nationality, and I'm still seeing the same problem, the breakdown of the family.
Yep.
The father's not in the house, the mother's not in the house, or the mother and the father are in the house, but the mother's emasculating the father, or, you know, the kids are cursing out the parents. Where did this come from? And it's not until we begin not only a discussion, but we begin to act upon some of the things that we know are the problem that we're going to be able to take this generation back.
Now, what's amazing about the Midnight Hour radio show, Deborah, is they listening to you in 26 countries around the world right now.
Awesome. My fans, shout out to Nakuru, Kenya.
Yeah.
6 continents, baby. 6 continents.
They listen to us in Nigeria and in Kenya.
Awesome.
But what I wanted to ask you was, like, the most important thing is that, to me, and what you're saying is that, and I want to pull a plug in for your book.
Sure.
Again, Deborah L. Tillman, M.A., as known as the Supernanny, reruns on Bio Channel. Her book, Truth About Parenting, The Truth About Parenting, right?
Truth in Parenting.
Truth in Parenting.
The Truth in Parenting, Deborah L. Tillman. Get that book, everybody. The Truth in Parenting, Deborah L. Tillman. But tell us the funniest moment or the most interesting moment when you was on America's Supernanny.
Oh, gosh. Too many to even
Or even the one that stand out in your head where you be like, I can't forget about that.
I don't forget about them because, I actually do keep up with my parents. For me, it wasn't just a show. You see 42 minutes, but literally I lived with the family for a week. And then I still am in contact with them. So if I had to pick one family, though, that's hard. I would probably have to say the Carzels. They had, 10 kids, and mom was pregnant, 9 months pregnant with twins. And I had to go in there within, that week and turn things around. And she actually went into labor on set.
Whoa.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, she did. She did. And I think what I love about them is that they were a Christian family, number one. Mm-hmm. And so, the producers and all of them, I'm probably the only African-American face around on Lifetime, on my set. And before we went in, they always got together and had these little, meetings and talked about the family. And they were like, I don't know how you're going to do it, Miss Deborah. It's like 10 kids and, the mom's pregnant and, they have a real bullying problem and all this kind of stuff, right? So I'm looking at them. And then one of them says, and these kids get beat. They really get beat. And I'm looking at myself, and, back in the day, I got beat. So I was saying, well, look, if these kids get beat, they ain't going to beat us so bad.
Yeah.
I know.
Right.
I'm going to be all right.
Believe me, I remember that switch my granddaddy used to pick.
Oh, my God. But, I'm not real big on what's happening in America with the beatings now. I think back in the day when our parents did it, it was always the warning. It was you had blown the warning, so it was like, go get the switch. But nowadays, it's like they're not even getting warnings. They just go in on the kids and
they just punch
knock them upside their head. And I'm like, well, what is that teaching?
Right.
That aggression and that anger. And already kids have problems with self-control. So I'm like, we got to do better. When we know better, we do better. And so that's why the book is coming out, and that's why I speak wherever I can to tell parents, if there is a better way. There is a better way.
Well, we got about 3 minutes left. In that 3 minutes, the first thing I want to do is plug your book again, Deborah L. Tillman, The Truth in Parenting. And how can people get in touch with you?
Oh, they can go to Twitter. I'm Deborah L. Tillman on Twitter. They can go to my website, www.deborah.ltillman.com. Not really on Instagram, but I have a Facebook page, so they can check me out there. People always email me and ask me questions about parenting, so I'm just here to help. We're in this together. And like I said, the more we can, raise a new generation of children that are listening and respecting and honoring their parents, the better this world is going to be.
Right, I agree with that. Well, we're going to do what we started with Marilyn McCool and Billy Davis Jr., is we're going to indoctrinate you into the Midnight Hour radio show.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So now, here we go. So what you do is, what do I have to do? You can sing, poetry, talk.
Oh, no.
You can talk, speech, whatever. You got 30 seconds. And whatever you do, we decide whether or not it's good enough by hand claps. And you will have the key to the studio whenever you in Cleveland on Midnight Hour Radio Showtime, which is 10 p.m. to 12 midnight.
Or you can
Saturday.
call back and promote
Or
your
you
book.
can call back and promote
Really?
whatever. Anytime, and we will just bring you right on in. Boom.
That's awesome. go.
There you go. So now it's up to you. So
It's your time,
it's your
Deborah
time.
L.
There you go.
Tillman.
The floor is yours.
All right now. Well, I'm Deborah L. Tillman. I'm here to let you know that you are a parent for a reason. You are a mother, a father for a reason. And that reason is to raise up your child and train them in the best way that they can be so that when they grow old, they don't depart. It's your job. It's your responsibility, but I'm here to help you all the way.
Yes.
Never give up hope.
All
Never
right.
give up hope.
That's right. I like
Deborah
that.
L. Tillman
Now you got the key to the
has
studio.
Oh,
officially
y'all are awesome.
That
been
means-
inducted.
Again,
Thank you
Into
so
the
much for
midnight
having
hour.
me.
That's
I
right.
really
Radio
appreciate
show.
it.
absolutely. You can come in or call in anytime you want.
Thank
and we'll
you.
bring you right in. Boom.
And you can check your interview out on YouTube
right.
later.
Awesome.
We'll send you
Blessing,
the link.
guys.
You know what?
Blessing.
It's been a real pleasure. Deborah L.
Thank
Tillman,
you.
her new book coming out, The Truth in Parenting. Purchase that book. She's a wonderful person. And thank you, Deborah L.
Absolutely.
Tillman.
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Midnight
having
Hour
me,
Radio
guys.
Show.
Take care. God bless.
Yeah,
God
you
bless.
too.
You too.
All
Bye-bye.
That's super mommy.
That's right. And you know what time it is?
What?
Time for a break. We'll be right back on the Midnight Hour Radio
Hey,
Show.
we something
Got you.
special.
Right after